Forget everything you think you know about your turmeric latte. Seriously, we're about to pull back the curtain on a 4,000-year-old heist, a story of how an ancient Indian secret was basically stolen, rebranded, and then sold back to us for a crazy amount of money. Just picture this for a second. Over here, you've got haldi, the simple turmeric milk your grandma would make you when you had a cold. It costs, a few rupees to make? And then you've got this, the trendy golden latte from a cafe that'll set you back 500 rupees. They look kind of the same, right? But are they? Oh, the answer is gonna shock you. So you have to ask, how on earth did we get here? How did this humble, sometimes even mocked home remedy turn into a global superfood, a luxury item? Well, to find the answer, we have to dig. And I mean that literally. Yeah, our story doesn't kick off in some fancy coffee shop or a modern lab. Nope. It starts with a secret that's been buried for thousands and thousands of years. You're not gonna believe this, but our story starts right here, with archaeologists digging up remains from the ancient Indus Valley civilization. They weren't looking for a recipe, obviously, but when they started looking at the skeleton's teeth and the gunk left inside some ancient pots, they found something that completely rewrote food history. The evidence was just undeniable. Tiny little starch grains of ginger and turmeric stuck on those teeth and pots for over 4,000 years. This wasn't just a little seasoning, this was the world's first known proto curry. I mean, to put that into perspective, people in India were already mastering these complex flavors before the Great Pyramids of Giza were even finished. But, before it was even about food, turmeric was sacred. It was all about purification. And you can still see that today in the haldi ceremony before Indian weddings. The couple gets covered in this turmeric paste, and it's not just for a glow-up. It's basically an antiseptic shield. Think about it. In a time before antibiotics, this was a way to protect the couple from getting sick right before the biggest day of their lives. Now, the cultural history is amazing, for sure. But the real secret weapon, the thing that ancient Indians figured out, it wasn't spiritual. It was pure chemistry. Thousands of years of wisdom that, it turns out, perfectly predicted what our modern science is just now proving. 2,000%. I need you to burn that number into your brain. It's the key to this whole story. It's how much more of the good stuff, the curcumin, your body can absorb from turmeric if you just add one simple ingredient. And here it is, the ancient biohack they totally perfected. Step 1, you heat up a fat, like ghee. See, the active compound in turmeric, curcumin, is fat soluble. It needs fat to get into your system. Step 2, add the turmeric. And now for the game changer, add black pepper. The piperine in the pepper is what boosts your body's absorption by that incredible 2,000%. This was ancient biochemistry in action, right in the kitchen. So if India had this all figured out, why did it take so long for the rest of the world to catch on? Well, this is where our story takes a turn, and where the great rebranding, or maybe we should call it the great simplification of turmeric, really begins. Get this, when Marco Polo came across turmeric on his travels, this is what he wrote. He basically called it a cheap knockoff, Indian saffron. For a long, long time, that's how the West saw it. A poor man's substitute, used for its color, not for its power. They just didn't get it. Then came the British. They loved the flavors of India, but not the complexity of making the masalas. So they invented curry powder, a super simple, one-size-fits-all mix. And turmeric was in there mostly just to make it yellow. And who spread this stuff around the globe? Not Indian chefs, the British Navy. That's how curry powder ends up in Japanese katsu and German currywurst. And all of this set the stage for the final, most profitable rebrand of all, the wellness craze of 2015. And yeah, that brings us right to today. The wellness industry finally discovered turmeric and all its anti-inflammatory properties. But in the mad rush to market this ancient spice, they made some pretty huge mistakes. There's actually a word for this whole thing. It's called Columbusing. It's when you discover something that's been a massive part of another culture for centuries, and then you rebrand it and act like it's this hot new trend. That is exactly what happened to haldi dude. Which, leads us to a pretty tough question. That super expensive golden latte you're drinking, with all the hype and the fancy packaging, is it actually doing anything for you? Is it possible that it's almost useless? And here is the absolute craziest part. In the quest to make this latte healthier, the wellness brands stripped away the very things that make it work. They almost always skip the black pepper. They use low-fat or skim milks, which don't give the curcumin the fat it needs to be absorbed. They took out the science. Okay, so after all of this history, all of this chemistry, and controversy, how do you get it right? How do you actually unlock the real gold that's hiding inside this incredible spice? I mean, look at this. The difference is just night and day. Traditional haldi doodh, full-fat milk to activate the good stuff, and black pepper to boost absorption. The trendy latte, often low-fat milk and no pepper in sight. The verdict is so clear, the ancient way isn't just more authentic, it's just scientifically superior. And that's really the whole point, isn't it? The story of turmeric is the perfect reminder that food is never just about fuel or calories. It carries our history, it's a lesson in chemistry. And when you do it right, it's a little bit of everyday magic. It's a 4,000-year-old legacy in a single spoonful. This whole wild journey started with that ancient proto curry, the one they found on the teeth of a skeleton. I mean, it just makes you wonder, what did that actually taste like? So, final question for you. Should we try to recreate that original 4,000-year-old recipe? Let us know what you think.